So we are happy to announce our new batch of the data analyst. Okay, we are going to cover each and everything from a basic to the advanced level. We are going to follow the project based learning, how actually we do in our real time, that everything we are going to see. Okay, and based on my experience I am going to teach you. I am going to teach you in every skill which is required to become a data analyst. I'll give you all the real kind of the experience, and I will teach you what kind of the skills which you have to prepare to become a data analyst. Okay, and based on that we will go. Okay, in today's class we are going to discuss, we are first try to understand how to become a data analyst, what kind of the skill which is required to become a data analyst, what data analysts do on a day to day activity. Okay, and how we are going to learn, that actually we are going to discuss. Okay, because it is very important to understand, if you will join as a data analyst, what will be your responsibility, what kind of the role you will do. Okay, so let us try to understand. So I'll give you one of the example. Okay, let me give you one random example. Okay, suppose I have one organization. Okay, I'm just giving a random example. Okay, uh, suppose I have one website. Okay, and I have one organization. Okay, just for taking example, suppose I have launched my website and I have an Android app, I have a iOS app. Okay, and my product is also available in a website. Okay, so I have one product. Just for taking example, suppose I have launched my website where I am selling my courses. Okay, so what actually I have done, I have launched my website, I have launched my Android app, I have launched in a iOS app. Okay, in these three you will be able to download and you will be able to purchase what is the course. Okay, and I have a several courses, I'm just taking example. Okay, so you can relate with the in a real time how actually product based organization work. Okay, in a product based, generally you will be having a product, and that product generally they will try to sell, they will try to monetize. Okay, so here also I am just taking one example, I have one website, I have a several courses. Like, just for taking example, suppose I have one courses data analyst. Okay, I have one courses data engineer. Okay, suppose I have one course data scientist, data science. I have one courses web development. Okay, similarly I have so many courses available. Like I have also a DevOps courses. Okay, similarly I have several courses. Okay, now what actually I want to grow my business. Okay, I want to grow my business. Okay, I want someone who can tell me how actually I have to grow in my business. I want to know how many people are coming to my website, how many are actually purchasing my product, like this all the courses, which particular product they are purchasing, how actually my product is going on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. Okay, so for that I will require one person. Okay, and that person will nothing but a data analyst. Okay, so I will hire one data analyst. Okay, and I will ask this data analyst, you provide me, I have a data. Okay, I have a website, so generally I am taking all the user activity, user behavior, all the kind of the data I have, who are coming to my website, who are coming to my application, everything I have. Okay, so I have a data, I will hire one data analyst and I will ask several questions to data analyst. Okay, just taking example. Okay, so what question I will ask? Okay, I will ask, you tell me how many people coming to my website. Okay, how many people coming to my website on daily basis, weekly basis and the monthly basis. Okay, you provide me one graph. Okay, which will give me all the information, how many people are coming to my website on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. Okay, I will ask another question to data analyst. Okay, from which sources people are coming, from which sources people are coming to my website. Okay, what is main important thing? People should be coming to my website. Okay, because once they will come to my website, then only they will see my product. Okay, so from which particular sources people are coming to my website? For taking example, I am running a several ads in Instagram. Okay, Instagram, Facebook. Okay, different kinds of the campaign, generally products in a product organization you will be able to see. Okay, so you tell me from where actually people are landing to my website. Either they are coming from my Instagram, either they are coming from a Facebook, Telegram, it can be Twitter. Okay, and there can be so many website. Okay, I am launching a different kind of the campaign, I am running a different kinds of the ads. Okay, once they are clicking on that particular link, they should come to my website. Okay, once they will come to my website, then only they will be able to see my product, right? So what is the main important thing? People should come to my website. Okay, either they are directly coming or they are directly coming from a website link. Okay, so this I want to know. Okay, why actually this all the kind of the information I want to know? Because based on this information only I will take a decision. For taking example, if 70% people coming only from my Instagram, okay, and the 30% people suppose coming only from a website link, then I will not run my any kind of the ads in a Facebook, Telegram and the Twitter. That is one thing. Okay, and that is a one business decision which organization will take. Okay, because this kind of the information once I will be having, then only I will be able to take this kind of the decision. Okay, if you see only the suppose 0 point some percent only people are from a Telegram, then I will not focus on the Telegram. I will focus mostly on the Telegram. I will try to run more ads, I will try to engage more people, and I will try to land them into my website. Okay, because based on that only I will be able to know, because based on this data only I should be able to take this decision. Okay, so this all the kind of information who will provide? I will ask this question to the data analyst, so that they will give me one graph, they will give me all this information. Based on that I will be able to take a decision. Okay, similarly I will give you another example. Okay, you as a data analyst, you tell me which is the most demanding course. Okay, so suppose if I have a data analyst, data engineer, data science, web development, DevOps course. Okay, and 90% of the enrollment happening from a data analyst only. Okay, I'm just taking example. Okay, 90% enrollment happening from a data analyst, then my data analyst course is good. Okay, then I will either I will focus more on this data analyst, or I will focus why people are not enrolling into the other courses. Right, this kind of the business decision how I will take, because once I will be having this data, once I will be having this all the graph, then only I will be able to take. Right. Okay, I will give you another example. Okay, suppose I will take another example. Suppose people are coming to website. Okay, suppose 1000 people are coming to website. Okay, now you tell me, or as a data analyst I will ask. Okay, you give me one graph which will tell me how many are coming to purchase screen. Okay, generally what happen whenever you will go to any website, right? Okay, suppose you are going to any website like Netflix. Once you will go to the Netflix, first you will see all the kind of the movies. Okay, and then there will be one option for the subscription purchase. Okay, and that is the main area also. People should be, once people are liking your website, once they are showing interest on your product, then only they will enroll. Right, similarly here also, if 1000 people are coming to my website, if only one people are buying my product, okay, then there is something fishy, means my product is not behaving good. Okay, this all the kind of the information I will get once I will be having a graph. And who will provide this? All the information will provide as a data analyst. Okay, now suppose out of 1000 people, if 900 people are buying my product, okay, means my product is working good. Okay, how actually I will get to know my product is working good? Based on this data only. Right, so what is important is the data, and important is like to take a decision based on the data. Okay, I'll give you another example. Okay, suppose I have launched the 5 product, okay, and only the 2 to 3 courses on which people are interested, okay, and the 2 courses where no one is purchasing, okay, then I can discard that product. Okay, only the interested one product I will take, because from my storage perspective also I have to think, from a business perspective also I have to think. Okay, but how actually I can take a decision? Once I will be having this all the kind of the graph, then only I will be able to take a decision, right? So who actually provide me? I will hire one data analyst. I will ask them different kind of the questions. Okay, you provide me one graph which will tell me all the kind of the question which I am looking from you. Okay, I am looking how many people are coming on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis. Okay, suppose my weekly chart is looking like this. Okay, suppose this is one weekly chart on which people are coming. Okay, so suppose the people are going like this. Okay, means my website is working good. Okay, but suppose my graph looks like this, from higher to lower, means my product is not working good, right? Means there is something fishy where actually I have to focus. Okay, this kind of the all the kind of the decision how I will take once I will be having all the data, and that question I will ask from a data analyst only. Okay, because as a organization you will be having a different data. Okay, you will be having a different data and you want to do a analysis on top of that. Okay, for that the organization look for the data analyst, and this is one of the most demanding skill and the most important skill also from a business perspective, and the so many people will be involved here only. Okay, and we will discuss more about this, but I hope you got high level idea what data analysts do and what will be their responsibility once you will be hired as a data analyst. Okay, so this kind of the work generally data analysts do. Okay, so what will be happening, you will be having a data, in an organization. Okay, once you will be hired, you will contact to your manager, or you will be contact to your business stakeholders. Okay, who will be this business stakeholder? They will give you instruction. They want this kind of the KPI which they want to track. They want to track this all the kind of the information, because based on that they want to take a decision. Okay, so there are some kind of the requirements which they will provide, and there may be possibility which based on the data you can also provide. Okay, suppose on data you are looking and you see like there are more information we have. For taking example, suppose they are not looking like how many people are opening my email when I am sending an email. Okay, but you see in a data it is there. Okay, so it will be your responsibility also as a data analyst how actually you can help to grow the business. Okay, so what you will do, you will create one graph and you will provide one KPI, how many people are opening email, looking into the website link or website ad, and they are coming to the website. Okay, this information is available into my data. So based on the data I will look, I will create one chart and I will provide it to the stakeholders. Most of the time if it is interested they will like it. Okay, because the extra information only we are providing. Okay, so whatever will be importance from a business, everything we will try to build a visualization. In a visualization we will try to provide a different kind of the graph, and we will try to give it to the business, and they will try to take a business decision, because they based on that only they will try to grow. Okay, if we don't have a data we will not be able to take a proper decision, and that will be not helpful to grow a business. Okay, so that will be the responsibility of the data analyst. I hope you got it. Okay, and we will discuss more as we go further, because there are so many things which I have to show, like how actually the graphs looks. Okay, how actually you will create a graph, how actually you will create a dashboard, how actually you will show it to your business stakeholder. Everything we will discuss in our courses. Okay, now as a job requirement perspective, when you will apply for a job, right, what kind of the skill generally they look for? Okay, so let us discuss. So generally you will see in a job requirements, generally this kind of the skill generally it will be mentioned. For taking example, Excel, SQL, ETL, Power BI. This is the mention in the first job requirement, you can see. Okay, in a second job requirement you can see they are asking about the statics. Okay, they are asking about the Excel, they are asking about the SQL, they are asking about the analytical skill. So this kind of the generally requirement you will be able to see. Okay, I'll show you more requirement. Okay, in this requirement you can see they are looking for a visualization tool, Tableau desktop, Microsoft Excel, and you can see the SQL database also mentioned. Okay, so this kind of the skill generally they will look for whenever you will apply for a job. Okay, so what kind of the most common skill which as a data analyst they ask. Okay, they will look for the SQL, and the SQL is one of the most important thing. Okay, either you will work as a data analyst, either you are looking for the data engineer or a data scientist or a web developer, software developer, or any kind of the role, SQL is a must. Okay, and data analyst or data engineer, it is a must skill you should have. Okay, so we will focus more on this SQL part. Okay, the second most common skill which you will be able to see in the job requirement, that is a Python, one programming language that is famous nowadays, that is a Python. Data frame, data cleaning, everything activity we will do with the help of the Python. Okay, so we will focus more on that particular part. We will see about the different libraries, NumPy, Pandas, okay, Matplotlib, different things we will see. Okay, as part of the Python we will cover everything. The third, yes, anyone, any question? Okay, the third is the Tableau or a Power BI. Okay, so generally we will see the third which they look for is a visualization tool. As a data analyst you should be having a knowledge about the visualization tool. The most demanding visualization is nowadays is a Tableau or Power BI, which you will generally see in a requirements. And the fourth is you will see like a ETL knowledge you should have, and the cloud knowledge you should have. So this kind of the most common skill you will see in a job requirements as a data analyst. Okay, now